Hi, I'm George Schofield. For some time now, I've been talking about the modern life toolbox and the fact that going on autopilot in any area of our life won't work. Why? Let's take the coronavirus as an example. The level of disruptive change that's increasingly prevalent in our world and in our lives doesn't mean that everything's falling apart, but it does mean going on autopilot or not paying attention or failing to integrate what we're learning as we go along can really make for some bad decisions that we would make and ruin our planning. So let me give you 4 examples. One, if you depend exclusively on your employer's in-house training to make sure that your skills are current and that you are employable, then you've outsourced that part of your future. You're no longer responsible. That's a really bad idea. Second, if you outsource also to your employer the future of your employment, meaning your intention is to go up the ladder or to stay in that organization, it's not like I want you to have, so we'll cut out the piece where I rubbed my nose, okay? So, second example, and that is just the existence of your work life, your job. If you outsource your future, your employment, the kind of work you do, don't really consider where you might need to go next, and you rely on your employer for stability, you've outsourced that portion of your life. Really bad idea given the incidence of disruptive change that's coming to us. Next one, health. You go to the doctor, you get a checkup, you've outsourced in many ways your health to your doctor. You can go on autopilot. You can take the pills that are prescribed. You can do whatever the doctor says to do, but you're not owning it. And probably not paying the kind of attention to what's going on around you that'll make such a big difference in your health in addition to what you get from your doctor. Last thing, 4th example, your finances. So many people that I talk to equate financial health with the balances in their checkbook at the moment. Really bad idea. You may have a certain balance so you're happier with yourself financially at one point in the month, and you may not be so happy at the other point in the month. But here's the deal. That's the small picture. That doesn't give you the ability to look around and say, okay, how am I using my money? How am I investing? What am I doing that's really smart? What do I need to do that would be smarter? So here's the point, and the point is, it's not about the coronavirus, bad as it is, and we certainly want everyone to be healthy. The coronavirus, for this purpose right now, for our conversational purposes, is just an example of the kind of disruptive change that can come along and cut across all the wires. No matter how well you're doing, if you outsourced the major planning for your life, if you outsourced having to pay attention, if there's somebody else doing it for you, it isn't that you can't use their data. Of course you can use their data, but there's no point at which, whether it's your skills or your employment or your health or your finances, just as 4 examples, there's no point at which someone else can be more responsible than you are. So going back to the modern life toolbox, paying attention, integrating the information, adjusting your plan, doing it on an almost daily basis so that you are working on who you are, who you need to be, what your plan needs to be, and iterative progress. That's really what it's going to take for us for the future. So what I want to have you pay attention to is it's about paying attention, stupid. It's not about outsourcing, and it's not about being afraid of major disruptive change, because it's going to come anyway. What we need to do is pay attention, look at what the indicators are for us, make the necessary changes in what we're doing and how we're operating, and go on to the next one. This is the way of life in the future.